Should your sway bars be attached or not for the ride height coilover adjustment? Yes, a great question, Kyle. So what Kyle's talking about there is when we go through and do our setup process, or when we go through and do our ride height, like I talked about earlier in the webinar, or when we're doing our setup as far as our wheel alignment process, he's asking whether you have the anti-roll bars connected or not. So my preference or my advice to that would be to have them disconnected from one side. So an anti-roll bar, the way it works, it's basically putting a link between both sides of the suspension, one at the front and one at the rear is the most common layout. So the reason you want to do that is because if you end up with offsetting your ride heights, like let's say you're doing your corner weights to get your corner weights right, if you have that connection from side to side, you're essentially preloading the anti-roll bar and putting, you're changing the corner weights by stressing that anti-roll bar when the car is supposed to be perfectly level. So what we want when we're doing our corner weights in our setup is no static weight sitting on the anti-roll bar. We want it to be neutrally loaded. So the way you achieve that is you only need to disconnect it from one side can stay attached to the anti-roll bar. You want to disconnect one side, one at the front, one at the back. You go around, do your whole setup, so whether you're just doing a wheel alignment or whether you're doing wheel alignment and corner weights, then at the end, you come back and you take those little links and you basically adjust one side so you have it so there's no stress on the anti-roll bar. So it may mean that if one side's a little bit offset from the other, you may need to extend that link to be able to attach it with no extra force applied to the anti-roll bar. So good question there, Kyle. That question was taken from one of our free live lessons. If you like free stuff and you want to expand your knowledge, click the link in the description to claim your free spot to our next live lesson. You'll learn about optimizing the performance and handling of your car on the racetrack, as well as improving your skills behind the wheel. Plus, you'll have the chance to ask your own questions, which we'll be answering live.